Hi guys, today we are dealing with the exercise session. Welcome back to Python based data science series. Today's exercise will be on the basis of string manipulations and arrays. In string manipulations, let us pick the first example, how to find out a given string is a palindrome or not. As we all know, palindrome means a string. If you reverse it, it will be the same string. For example, Malayalam. If you reverse it, you'll get the Malayalam only. For example, madam. If you reverse it, you'll get the same string. So we need to find out a logic by which if a string is given to you and you want to check whether that given string is a palindrome or not, then what will be the logic? Here comes the logic. Let's have a discussion. Here I define a function called as each palindrome. Each palindrome, I am writing a user defined functions which accepts a string as an argument. As we discussed in a string session, we have a string, and in the square bracket if you write pair of colon and -1, it reverses the string. As I just recently discussed, the reverse of the string should be equal to the same string to define that string as a palindrome. So in the isPalindrome function, which gets the string as an argument, what we are doing, return s equals to, checking equality to the reverse of the string. It is obvious, if the given string is palindrome, it returns true, else it returns false. Now here in string variable s, I am assigning the string called as Malayalam. To check whether that given string is a palindrome or not, I am giving a call to the each palindrome where I am having a function definitions to compare the given string and its reverse. Each palindrome, and I am passing on this source string, I am getting answer true. So if answer is true, then it will print yes. If answer is false, it will print no. Hope you get the logic. We have a source string called as Malayalam. Each palindrome is a function which requires source string. It compares the original string with its reverse and returns true. If answer means if answer gets true, then it will perform then block, else it will perform else block. So here source string is Malayalam. It has to print yes. Let's check it out. Here it is, it will print yes. Means we successfully able to build a logic to find a given string as a palindrome or not. Instead of Malayalam, if you go with some different string, let us say non-palindrome string like axiom take guru. As we know that the reverse of axiom take guru will not be the same, so hence it is not a palindrome string. Let's go for the execution and check whether it will return true or it means yes or no. Here it will. Okay, let us check it out. Fine. Yeah. Make it one string. It will print no. There should not be the space because we are not using a split logic to separate the spaces. Anyway, one string is there. So axiom take guru, one string I am passing it on, and its reverse will not be the same string. So hence it returns me the false and it prints no. Hope you got the logic how to find out the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, let us have another method to check it out the given string as a palindrome or not. Now this is the logic number 1 to compare the reverse of the same string. Now I'm having another technique. Now guys, to solve a problem, I'm having different ways. So instead of writing a separate code I'm writing the same, writing every methods in the same in a same program. Okay, this is the second way of dealing with it. I'm defining a is palindrome as a function, but I'm changing a logic a bit. What that logic is, I set a loop from 0 to length of the string, length of the string divided by 2 means you need to physically set up a loop from 0 to length by 2, right? Mid of the string, 0 to mid of the string. If str of I is not equals to str of length minus 1 means, what is the general logic? If you get a string, you compare first character with the last character. If both matches, okay, if both matches, then you increment the value of I and decrement the value of that, means last becomes second last and first becomes second, and carry on till the mid of the string. Hope you understand the logic. What the logic is, you set your pointer to the 0 and your pointer like either next counter or the pointer with the last character. Compare both. If they are not equal until to the mid of the string, you have to do the process repeatedly. So for I in range 0 to length by 2, if str of I not equals to if that both characters in the first and last, second and second last are not matches, then return false. Otherwise, if from 0 to length, okay, if it is matching each and every character, okay, let's understand, first character matches with the last, second character matches with the second last, third character with the third last, and in this manner you come to the mid of the string. It means it's a palindrome string, and if it is not matches, it will return false, and hence it is a not a palindrome. So again, the source string is a Malayalam, and now we are giving a call. I just change the logic. In their case, it was just a reverse of the string. We compare with the source. Now here in this case, I set the loop from till the mid. What you need to start from the 0 to till the mid. The starting value, starting character will be compared with the last, and in this manner we come to the center of the string. So here, if answer will get the true, then it will print yes, otherwise no. Let's check it out. What will be the answer of it? Again, it's yes, means if you pass on the source string as a Malayalam, it will get the answer yes. You change the string again like we do it prior, and retest it. It has to print no. Here it is. Okay, it means my logic of comparing or logic of cross-checking whether the given string is palindrome or not by changing the logic of setting initial and to last and comparing each and every character by character comparison till the mid of the string is perfectly fine, working fine with me. Okay, now let's comment this method also. And there is another technique here in the string manipulation sessions. We discussed that we can even reverse a string by join, reversed, and the string. The same over here. Here we whatever the source string, by join, reversed s, we make a reverse of it, and then we compare the source string with the reverse, right? Means by using this method, join, reverse, it's a predefined method. You can reverse any given string. So firstly find the reverse of the string and then compare with the source, and if it is true, then if it is matches, then true, otherwise false. The same kind of executions will be the source string over here. Let's go for the execution. Here it is, it print yes, and again if you change the string it will print no. I'm discussing various techniques with the string manipulations to find out whether the given string is a palindrome or not. Initially, in the first case, we directly compare with the source string. In the second case, we set the loop, okay, which pointing to the first scatter and last scatter. In the second case, we have a join reverse method over here. Let's go for the next. Now, this is about how a given string is a palindrome or not. You checked it. Now, guys, if you need to find out whether any given number is a palindrome or not, for example 121, if you reverse it again it's a same number. So how you can build the logic, because but in that case, okay, we can you can convert that number into the string and do it. But if you want to like have a number over there and extract the digits and all, so let's have a discussion on the logic. If there is a number and you want to check it out whether the given number is a palindrome or not, right? Any number which reverse will be the same number will be the palindrome number over here. Here it is. So here in this case, my first logic is checking the given number is a palindrome or not. Okay, now first thing what we can do, we need to discuss about how we can find out the reverse of a number. Now guys, to reverse any number, you can apply the logic while if n is a number, while n more than 0. What the logic we can write? If n is any given number, and if you want to reverse it, then normally the logic is while n more than 0, right? And then if you print n mod I, n mod 10, right, and n divide equals to 10, right? So this means you have to continuously find out the modulus of a number and get divided number by 10, because 10 is a base of a decimal. So this is general logic we are using for reversing any given number. Now we discuss about the recursions. Here I did the same thing. Here I till the value of number not equal to 0 and the number mod 10 into 10 to the power into math of log num comma 10 plus, again if you give a recursive call to the same by finding the floor division by 10, then this process will find out the reverse of any given number. What I said, take a modulus and whichever the digit, okay, if you have to multiply with the power of it, means like 121, first of all extract out 1, means it has to be 100, then 20 and then 1, and then you that cumulatively if you add that 120 and 1, it becomes 121. So this is the logic for it. For separating digit, find out the power, multiplied by power, and then divided by the number. So this is recursive function by which we can find out the reverse of any given number. Now the solution is simple. If a number is given to you and if you can find out the reverse of the number, compare them. If both matches, it's a palindrome, otherwise not a palindrome. Now test number is a number I am considering where 9669669, I am taking a larger number over here. If you reverse it 9669669, then the same number is there, and I am deliberately considering as a larger number and larger palindrome number. The original number is test number, it's a new number, and then I'm concatenating with the comment, so I'm converting into the str. Str will convert that number into the string. After that, here is the call to the reverse. We build the reverse function, okay, and then pass on this source number. What I will get in the return, the reverse of the number. And if the reverse of the number equal to the original number, so this res result will get the true or false. If res here, if you is the number palindrome, okay, that is true, or otherwise you will get the false answer over here, right? So here the definition of REV is actually recursive function to print the reverse of the number. Here I am comparing the reverse of the number with the original number, so it will return me true or false. So here is that I am getting the result, that number palindrome true or false. Let's run it. Here it says it's true, that is palindrome. And if you change any other number over here instead of this, make a comment. With any other number like 56, any 5642, and run it. It's not a palindrome number, so it will print false, right? Means our logic is correct to, if any given number you want to test it as a palindrome or not, you can test it by this particular logic. Okay, let us go for other logic. Check the other logic available for the same. Here it is. Now number is given to us. Here we are printing that original number. Now that if that number, we know that if you keep it as it is, as a string, if we convert into a string and make it reverse and convert it to this, instead of numerical modulus and divisions, if you convert that number into the string and reverse it, then also you can able to, it's become easy. It's a string manipulations we just discussed. Means convert your number into the string and reverse it and compare, then you can also able to find out the given number is palindrome or not. Let us execute this code as well, right? It's a true. Now the next is, I'm just commenting as I said, okay, I'm writing every possible method to perform the same thing in the same program instead of keeping it in the separate one. Here I'm inputting a number, and then as we know that input by default accept the data in the string format, so I'm comparing num with the reverse of the string, okay, and then yes, it is palindrome or not, right? Instead of instead of accepting into the number and then forcefully converting into the string, by default input is accepting any type of data, okay, into the string format. So you make a reverse of it and compare with the number, and then you can also able to find out whether that given number, okay, though you are entering into the number, but it is actually in the format of string, and you can find out the given number is a palindrome or not. Yes, it is entering number, then 121 123, let's say it's not a palindrome, and if you run again and if you write 121, okay, it's a palindrome. So all the logic related to the how any given number is a palindrome or not, we can able to cross verify by giving this all the logic over here. Let's go for the next logic now. Up till now we discussed about how to find out the given string as a palindrome or given number as a palindrome. Let us discuss one other string manipulations code. Now here, if you in last session in the string manipulations, we discussed how we can find out the reverse of the string, but only one string is there, that is okay. But if you have a words in this, there is a sentence, right? Let's say here I'm having a sentence, axiom tech guru practice code. Here you have the 4 words. Now if you want to reverse the word, means not the entire string, okay, like if you have one string axiom and you are reversing that different, but now you have to print the entire sentence in the reverse manner, code practice tech guru axiom sort of. Then how you can do it? Then I'm having a reverse sentence function I am writing. For that reason, it's user defined functions. It takes the sentence as an argument. sentence dot split, there is a method called as splits, means we are supposed to split it by here the split is the blank space. So firstly it will split this entire string, entire sentence by the blank space, and it become a array in the words. So that words, separated words, axiom, take guru, practice and code, these all the 4 words will be stored in the words. And then if you can reverse this entirely words, then you will find the reverse sentence. Hope you got the logic. What you need to do, from that entire string you have to separate the words. For the separation of word, the separation category is your space. So there is a method called as split. It forms an array of words, right? Axiom, take guru means words of 0 axiom, words of 1 take guru, words of 2 practice and code. And then if you join reverse of words, then you will get the reverse of the sentence, and if you print it, you will find the entire string, entire sentence will be reversed. Let's test this. Okay, code, practice, take guru, axiom. The original string what? Axiom, take guru, practice, code. Hope you understand this logic as well. Now let's move with the how to find out if you have an array. We discussed that array is a set of similar type of data having respective location in the memory. It's a set. So if you want to find out the summation of all array entries, okay, how you can do that? Means for example, if you have an array like this and you want to find out the summation of all the elements available in an array, right? Here in this case 1 2 3, so answer will be 6, 15 12 13 10, the answer will be 15. Let's go for the logic building for it. So here user defined, there is a sum as a predefined function also available, so I am writing underscore sum. So here I am defining user defined underscore sum, which requires the array elements and the total number of elements available in array, and here sum of array. Now here sum is predefined and it requires the array elements, so it will return the summation of all the array elements available over here. So here I declare an array of blank and then assign the data 12 3 4 15, and then I am finding the length of an array, and then here I am giving call to this user defined sum and pass on this array and the total total elements available, okay, and then it will return the summation of it. So answer will get the sum of all the elements available in array. So declare an array, find out the length. In user defined method, okay, you have a predefined function called as sum of array, which returns the summation of all array elements. So in this manner you can able to find out the summation of all the array elements. Let's run it. Here it is. The sum of all the array elements is 34, right? Okay, now let's discuss another technique for the same. Make a comment, multi-line comment, and fine enough. Then here it's an array, the same elements I am taking, and answer equal to sum of array and sum of, okay. Here instead of defining user defined functions, if you can directly give a call to the predefined built-in functions called as sum of array, you can able to find out the answer and get the summation of all array elements. Let's test this. Yeah, it's simple. Okay, there is a predefined function called as sum. If you give an argument as an array elements, you will get the summation of all the array elements available, right? Let us discuss the next logic, how we can find out if you have an array of n size and you want to find out the largest elements available in an array. How you can do that? For example, if you have a here it is. If you have an array 10 24, the answer should be 20. If you have a 20 10 24 100, the answer has to be 100. It means it is finding out the largest entry or largest element available in an array. Let us discuss the logic for it. So here I am defining a largest as a user defined functions which requires array and the number. What's the logic is that, first of all, assume whichever the first element, array is a set of elements, whichever the first element, consider it as element of an array, consider it as a maximum, and then you set a loop from the range 1 to, because you already assume your first entry as a maximum, from 1 to n you set a loop. If AR of I, okay, 0 is a maximum, AR of I is more than maximum, then max equal to AR of I, and return max, right? Hope you understand the logic. The first entry elements of an array considered as a max, you set a loop from 1 to n. It is valid in the range, it is valid from 0 to L length minus 1, and then if AR of I, the element available in the first two array length, if it is more than max, then max has to be updated, right? And then return max. So here in this case, whatever the array elements you are having, you find out the length of an array by length functions, and largest of array and n. If you pass on, you'll get the largest entry available in an array. Let's try this. Here it is. Largest entry is 9008. You can put this 9008 anywhere else, or not required. Yes, and then okay, to test that it should not be exactly at the bottom of the array position. The same, it means your logic is going to extract out the largest entry of an array element of any size over there. First of all, you have to find out the length, give a call to the largest, set the first of all the 0th subscript consider as a maximum, and set the loop from 1 to n, and if the element available in the position of 1 to n is more than max, update that max and return that max. In this manner, you can find out the largest entry available in an array. The same reverse I'm going to discuss to find out the minimum. Here I'm defining the user defined function called as smallest. Okay, requires array and the n, the length of an array. So here assume that your minimum equals to first entry, whatever the array element is a minimum, and set the loop from 1 to n, and if AR of I is, instead of more than max, you replace it by the less than minimum. If the any entry from the 1 to n is less than that minimum value is actually assigned to the AR 0, update the minimum, return it over there. Here in this case, whichever the entry which is the smallest in the here we have an array and the length of array, and then if you find the smallest of if you give a call to the smallest of array and n, you will get the answer, the lowest element. Let's test it. Here it is, the smallest element is 10. Now change the position of, or you give another, insert any other element in the 5. Okay, so here 5 is smallest. Now let's test this logic is working or not. Yes, it is. Here this smallest is 5. It means you're successfully able to find out the lowest entry from an array. In today's sessions, we had a discussions related to the exercise sessions about all the topics what we discussed. We have a string manipulations, we have a recursions, we have a array. These topics we discussed in the lecture sessions. So I picked up some good examples by which we can exercise this all the logic well. So we discussed about the how we can find out the palindrome of a string, palindrome of a number, reverse of the reverse words from the sentence, and then array sum, maximum and minimum. Hope you enjoy these sessions. All the best and thank you.